Hello, my friends. I hope you guys are having a wonderful December so far. Today on my channel, I am going to be discussing my absolute favorite top 10 Christmas books in my house. There will be a bonus one I'm going to share during the 12 days of Christmas. So as a lot of you may know, the 12 days of Christmas are actually December 25th through January 5th, I think. Yes. And so we are going to have a separate picture book that I'm going to be doing shorts about in that time period. But for now, I am going to share 10 of my favorite Christmas books. If we did all of the Christmas books I have, we would be here until February. So we're just going to go with some of my top favorite. So I'm going to start with this one. This is Jesus, Me and My Christmas Tree. And this is by Crystal Bowman, and the illustrations are by Claudine Gevry. And this is a perfect one for littles because it talks about how, the importance of the birth of Christ, and it relates to the Christmas tree for kids. And I just think it's precious. I will never get rid of it, even though my youngest is a 10-year-old. The next one I'm going to talk about is there are a few books in this series. This one is The Legend of the Christmas Tree, and it has beautiful illustrations. This one is written by Rick Osborne, illustrated by Bill Dodge, and it goes through legends of how, some very common traditions that we do for Christmas might relate to Christ. And their pictures in these books are just absolutely gorgeous. So in this one, the dad is kind of grumpy because he feels like Christmas is commercial, and that, getting a Christmas tree may not be, a very Christian thing to do. And then he kind of learns how he can make it more of a Christian thing. I love this one even more. You guys see Hagrid in the background licking the couch. That's my dog. This is The Legend of the Candy Cane, and I love this even more. It actually has a short film that was made that can go with it, and it is by Lori Wahlberg, illustrated by James Bernardin, I think is how you say that name, and it is just going about the legend of how the candy cane started, the shepherd's crook, or a J for Jesus, as a lot of people say. And it's just about a candy shop that's opening in a town, and they hand out candy canes, and how a lot of it is just about the red and the white are Christ's blood and how he purifies us. So I really like this story. It's very sweet. All right, this has a sticker that I've been trying to get off perfectly for many years, and it just, even with the medical adhesive remover and Gooby Gone, it's just there. But I got this on clearance at Mardell for a couple bucks several years ago. This is The Legend of St. Nicholas, and it is written by D&D Daily McCall, and it's illustrated by Richard Cowdery. And this actually is just going through a little bit of St. Nicholas history. The clothing is not accurate to his time by any means in the illustrations, but the history of St. Nicholas a little bit, and how him becoming known as a gifter might have happened. So this one, use caution if you are trying to keep the magic of Santa Claus alive. All right, next, The Christmas Miracle of Jonathan Toomey. I really, really love this one. This is a story of someone who has lost a lot, and how a widow has commissioned him to carve a nativity for her, and her son just wants to show him love. So I really think this is a beautifully done book. Just love it. Next, Jan Brett. You cannot have Christmas without Jan Brett picture books. And this is The Nutcracker, and it's just the Nutcracker story, but it is just so absolutely gorgeously illustrated. I just love it so much. And then we have The Animals Santa by Jan Brett, which is just so cute. Santa Claus has visited the animals. I love it so much. The Night Before Christmas is amazing. Just these typical poem with beautifully illustrated pictures. So this one is illustrated by Larry Eldridge. Clement Seymour is the author of the poem. And I just love it so much, how the Grinch stole Christmas by, of course, Dr. Seuss. It's interesting because in the book, the Grinch is not green. And I didn't realize that until I was older. Now my very favorite Christmas picture book of all time, Christmas Day in the Morning by Pearl S. Beck, illustrated by Mark Booner. This is a story of a little boy who gets up early on Christmas morning to milk the cows for his dad so that he can wake up and have that job done. And I just love it so much. It's just a family story of love, and it will always be my favorite, I bet. So I hope you enjoyed learning about these children's illustrated books, and I hope that you read a lot. Bye-bye.